So welcome back to me, welcome back to Thailand. True Blue Thai here from Thailand. I hope you're doing well. It is Juan and Khan here in Thailand. Hope everything's well with you. Which is Tuesday, by the way. Juan and Khan. Right, another cloudy day. What's it got here in Thailand? Expecting rain later on. But it's been out for a run this morning. About 25 degrees. Cold for me. Especially this time of the year. But it appears that we're still in this cold spell. So it's 25 degrees, 27 degrees, might even get up to 30. What's it got? But it's just the fact it's fairly humid, but other than that, it's not great. I am getting sniffs every morning, etc. I went out for a run this morning, went down to the beach, and I went to some yoga and went for a swim in the sea. But again, I got all the way down. I was doing very well with my calf. As I said, I got this calving problem at the moment, and I got all the way down to the beach, etc. And I thought I was doing well, and then suddenly I felt this. I got a bandage on it as well. I've been using this cream, this herbal cream, etc. And I haven't felt any kind of pain in it or whatsoever. And but I got down and it started getting worse. So I stopped, did some yoga on the beach, went for a swim, had the bandage on. The cold of this coldness of the sea, I thought that would help. But when I started, I did a good stretching before I came back. Calf stretching before I came back, and then I got a bit further up the road, etc. And boom, had to stop. And so pain. So I thought I could push through it, and then I felt like it was getting worse, and I thought, oh well, and it felt like it was gonna bang. Anyway, so I decided now forget, but. So I'm disappointed. Oh, I can't run, and so I'm in high season as well now. What's it called? A lot of Phalangs hanging around, a lot of foreigners, a lot of Chinese, and so I went down to the Chinese hotel and they're all taking pictures. For instance, which is nice, okay, but a bit annoying really. So what's it called? Especially when they disturb me when I'm doing my yoga and my concentration. So, but my mental health, very important. Two things in life you need to sort out. Physical health and mental health. Okay, so very good. Keep your brain. Okay. Anyway, guys. So moving on. Man City. Let's have a look and see what's happened with our football club for the last 24 hours. Now it appears that, for instance, Tijiani Rangers had a game yesterday. They were playing yesterday, for instance, and him and Nathan Akis played for Netherlands. They were playing at home against Lithuania, won 4-0, and the first goal scorer was done for on the 16th minute was Tijiani Rangers. Yes. So Tijiani Rangers scored with the Nathan Akis, also featuring as the Netherlands became the latest European nation to seal their place in the 2026 World Cup finals, thanks to a 4-0 home win to Lithuania. Rangers have emerged as one of the key figures for Ronald Koeman's side across the Group G qualifying campaign. Yeah, I think it's only a matter of time. He's got that first goal against his first goal in the first game against what's it called, Wolves, and everybody thought, well, this guy's going to kick on and everything's going to be wonderful and blah blah blah, and he hasn't really. But I think he's getting there. He really is, and he's been desperately unlucky. What's it called, not to get on the score sheet, but some very very good saves, as it were. So what's it called? But I think we've got to give this guy time, and I think he will play very well. I think he will set into Man City's team like a hand to a glove. He really will. I think we've really got to give him trust this guy. I really do. Tijiani Rangers emerged as one key figure, right? And the City midfielder provides work once again by breaking the deadlock at Amsterdam's Johan Cruyff Arena. Rangers finding home the 16th minute after latching onto a fine Frankie de Jong assist. Yes. And the only width of a post prevented Rangers from doubling his Netherlands tally on the hour after a sweeping Dutch move have overpowered the Lithuanian backline. Yeah, absolutely so was a goal. So, but and they ended up winning 4-0. So well done to him. And they're on the way to America next season with Erlin Haaland and Phil Foden, and yeah. So well done to them, to the Netherlands. What's it called? The Netherlands finished top of the group, 20 points, 8 games, and so assured them the place in the next summer showpiece. Always nice to see the Netherlands there. I like the orange and the fans as well. They're a bit enthusiastic, should I say? What's it called? But it's always nice to see the orange. And what's it called? In the World Cup. Anyway, so let's see how they get on. Elsewhere on Monday, with a batch of European qualifiers, Josko helped Croatia, who have already confirmed their tickets into the finals with a dramatic 3-2 comeback away against Montenegro in the Group L clash. So he's back. He's good as well. But again, for instance, we were very concerned about Josko because of his knee. That comment about his knee, and what's it called? Which he mentions in the Men's Health magazine. What's it called? So whether that's because his form has not been perfect for City, not been as good as last season, but he has played a hell of a lot of games, and but we'll see how he is. But getting on the score sheet is always, a good indication that, for instance, you're not doing too bad. Who else? So Josko Gavario, for instance. The best thing it is, again, for instance, I've been listening to Typical City, was it Talking City, what's it called, yesterday on Streamy News, and it's saying the players are all coming back injury free. Yay! So that's another couple of players coming back, also in form. So Josko Gavario scored, Tijiani Reinders scored, and there was one more. Omar Mamouche, who scored for in a 1-1 draw against Cape Verde, was it? So that, for instance, in Egypt, so he scored the only goal of the only goal for Egypt in a 1-1 draw, for instance, for them. So that was good. So again, City players going away on the international duty and doing well. So that's 3 players, for instance, which we want to score goals, or Mamouche especially, for instance, and Tijiani Reinders, etc. But and getting on the score sheet, happy days. Tijiani Reinders stats: 1 goal, 1 assist, 72 touches, 48 passing accuracy, 84 pass accuracy, 64. 6 passes into final third, 5 touches in the opposition box, 3 recoveries, 2 clearances, 2 chances created, 2 ground duels, 1 foul, 1 hit woodwork, 1 headed chance. So that's that sorted. So really good. Really happy for Tijiani, and so really good. So for instance, and the players are doing well, and watching Omar Mamouche's goal. It's really good. It's good to him to come back from injury, not get another injury like he did the last time he was on international duty. Come back fresh and scoring as well. We can only hear, because what the big talk was on Talking City, Manchester City, even News Talking City, was the fact that, for instance, Erlin Haaland, and how many games he's going to play this season, because he's going to be the star man for Norway, and it's him keeping fit. How many games against City he's going to play, and we need players like Omar Mamouche to come in, to cover Erling Haaland, etc., and other players to come out and score as well, so we can give Erling Haaland a rest. So at some point, I'll also stop the stupid media. It wasn't for Erling Haaland, Man City would be there. There was one bit of bad news, that was the fact that Omar Mamouche is on the AFCON, isn't it? So, and it appears that, for instance, Egypt won Omar Mamouche with a squad pre-AFCON friendly via Nigeria on the September the 14th, ruling him out against Crystal Palace the same day. Ibrahim Hassan, director of the Egyptian national team, has confirmed no decision has been made. So so for instance, again, it's not good that, for instance, but I think we're losing 2 players to AFCON this season. So this year, as a goal, which is not good, but especially, but we need somebody. Again, it was all about Haaland and keeping him fit, etc. For instance, at the moment he's doing very well, but what's the goal? We want to give him rest as well. So we've got to be very careful with his minutes, and we can't have him play, and expect him to be and even though he's doing amazing at the moment, and even though the so-called media keeps going on about Hurricane every time you mention the southern-based biased media, even though we're talking about the every time we talk about Erlin Haaland, it's always Hurricane. What was it, the internationals? Erling Haaland scored 18 compared to 16 goals, etc., where Hurricanes only scored 8. So there you are. But I think just stop moaning about Hurricane, etc. Erling Haaland, etc., and start comparing it with him and he's absolutely brilliant, and is wonderful to know that we've got him in our squad. So really pleased. Anyway, so other interesting news was Man City have opened the loan door to Mahamadou Sangare, 18 as early as January. After discussion with his representatives, the striker wants to play with Man City's first team as soon as possible to continue his development against the team actions. Yeah, that's fine. But a great prospect, really good player, but unfortunately he's going to have to wait his turn. So a good loan deal out would do him well. And as long as we can get him sent into a team who actually plays him. Which brings me on to my next topic, was Claudio Echeverri. And Claudio Echeverri is on a loan at the moment at Bayern Leverkusen, and Leverkusen have got an issue with him playing him. So and he's not very happy, and Pep Guardiola is not very happy. And we're playing Leverkusen next week in the Champions League, and so it appears that, for instance, that is going to be a matter up for discussion. And from what I get the impression that, for instance, he's going to be recalled back to Manchester City because they're just not playing him, and it's very disrespectful for him. And so it should. What's it called? Because again, we can send these players out unless they go out on transfer or whatever. What's it called? There's no reason for them to play. But I think I believe he also is not very happy. There was reports in the Argentine newspaper that, for instance, Echeverri wants to go back to River Plate. Of course, they would say that. How much is true there? But I can understand how the fact that he came over to England to play football. He's been sent out on loan to get European experience, and they're not playing him. So, for instance, he didn't want to go to his first choice was Girona, and then I think he was to go. I think was it an Italian team wanted him to buy him. Man City said no, so we dealt with we stayed on Leverkusen, and it appears that Leverkusen not playing him. So, for instance, and he's not an happy bunny. So I think it'd be right for Man City to get him back, and then let's see what we can do with his future then. What else? There was a City linked with a player from Bournemouth. What was his name? Where we are. Yeah. So City linked with, for instance. Let me just get it for you. I think it was City with the 60 plus 5 minutes add-on Semenya, and says Sky Sports. Me personally, I don't think we will go for him, and because I just don't think he's, I think a lot of City fans are going, because again, for instance, they're still not happy with Savinho, and Oscar Bobb is not doing the business like he did a couple of seasons ago. So and we need basically a proper somebody to help and to Doku, for instance, and we need proper somebody who's going to hit the ground running. An experienced one, for instance, and at the moment City put their faith. We had an opportunity to sell him to Spurs. Savinho and but it appears that was blocked by City hierarchy, and I think I know who it is who blocked it, and then he's come along and he signed an extra deal to Man City. So, and that's the reason why I don't think this is gonna happen really, because I just don't see that City going to sit there and get rid of a guy. For instance, we we were given an extra contract just a few months ago. I think they're going to bid with him, so I think Sky Sports and whatever Sky Sports says, etc. I'm very sceptical. Mainstream Southern-based media, I'm not buying it at all. Typical City's come out with a lot of players, for instance, who Man City could buy. But again, for instance, because we've got the players in those positions at the moment, I just don't think this will be a. I think Man City will go for the Semenya. What's it called in January? 60 plus 5 million add-ons, etc. is a damn good price. I know Liverpool are interested in, Spurs are interested in as well. So, but I just don't see it. Me personally, it couldn't happen. It could have happened, but I don't know. So what do you think? Do you think City will go for him? Do you think I've had enough of Savinho at such an early time? Don't think so. I think we're giving Savinho at least until the end of the season to prove himself, and Oscar Bobb as well. Before I think they could do that. What's it called? But with all the players, also you've got the players. You've got Bernardo Silva can play in that position as well, even though he's not a proper the kind of winger we want. Really, so for instance, and we've got Phil Foden can play there as well, even though we don't want him there, rather him in midfield. So, but I just think Man City. I think that's something. I don't think we'll do anything in the January transfer window. I think we're covered in most things at the moment, unless we get an injury. So what's it called? But you never know what happens. But other than that, so disappointed listening to TalkSport. Talking City the last 2 times. Manchester Evening News Talking City. Didn't mention the ladies once. I've sent an email of complaint and said, why didn't you not mention the Man City ladies? What's it called? So in your podcast, even just for a few minutes. And they were talking about Haaland, they were talking about other bit, but they never mentioned about give a shout out to the ladies who are top of the league and doing very well, and talk about Sly Sports. All on X yesterday, it was all about Sly Sports, all about Chelsea. There's like the only damn game yesterday, and they talk about how they've won, and they haven't been beaten since God knows how long. But the fact is, but when you spoke to the manager and then you spoke to the captain, at Chelsea, they were very unhappy because they dropped points. And then going to Liverpool, a team at the bottom of the league, etc., dropping points. I'm sorry, they may be talking about they've been unbeaten. But you should be beating Liverpool, not drawing with them. So, but Man City had a tough game at Liverpool, but managed to get the 3 points, and we were disappointed. Well, I was anyway, so I was stressed out and disappointed. So, but the mere fact that we've gone a long way to Liverpool and won, and Chelsea with their amazing squad and their blah blah blah, and so for instance, now drop points and now 4 points behind Man City in the WSL. They've got Champions League games today. Tomorrow, against, I think they've got Barcelona at home, Chelsea ladies, and then Arsenal on the rags. But again, with City got a free week and we can recover. J Rose bump can go down. Anyway. But other than that, end of the, I think Jamie Doku is playing tonight. I think that's the only one. Spain are playing today, but Nico Gonzalez and Rodri didn't play, as it didn't get called, which is great. So we've only got Jamie Doku to come back, and I think all the players will be back, for instance, fit and well by the looks of it. I think Gabriel, what's it called, Brazil, for instance, who got injured. So for instance, so Arsenal fans are going to be crying, so on that. But other than that, for instance, things are still looking very, very good for Manchester City, ladies and men. Second in the league for the men, play Newcastle away on Saturday, for instance, or Sunday morning for me, and ladies at home against Forest in the League Cup. So, but looking forward to those 2 games, and see what we can see, and I hope the good fortune of Man City continue, because at the moment everything's going peachy. So, and I'm very happy. I'll be more happy if I could run. But other than that, I did my Man City top on. Did see a few little faces, but I just look at it and go, City. Anyway, so other than that, I'm going to leave you True Blue Tie from Thailand. Like and subscribe. Tell me what you're thinking. What's on your mind? Do you think we're going to get something? Do you think we've had enough Savinho and Oscar Bobb? But me personally, I don't think so. But you never know. Anyway, guys, leave you True Blue Tie from Thailand. Like and subscribe. Tell me what you're thinking. I'll speak to you tomorrow.